shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
180. Right there, 56. Gotta do better. Come on, kill.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
You got that right there.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Goff now to throw. Oh, look at the juke. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 36.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Go tonight. 120. Watch the run. 57. Mike, 57. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 57.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
3 buzz.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Mike's
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
Here's Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, D.
They'll run for the first time to Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Raiders are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Step it up. Slam.
Here's Goff. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Addae. And the return will stop right around the 25. Johnson was the intended receiver. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 50, Mike.
3rd and long. It's gone. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. To throw is gone. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's...
There goes Duke Johnson. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big run there by Johnson. 85 yards. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Here we go with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Out of the gun. Gone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check,
Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Gone. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
76. 76. Hey, watch the slant. We're good.
Again, Gone. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him, try to put together another. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Thomas Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Ready.
Gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
He's got him in. Complete. 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, D.
They run it with Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Running is Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
That's right. Orange. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you. I got that.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Joshua Perkins, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll set up the throw. Complete. It's Johnson. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He uncorks it for Snead. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Ravens have got it. And an alley to run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Titans' 41-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Down. 50. Plant. 54. Yeah. You don't want
2nd and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's get it.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Robert Quinn. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Lift.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
5. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
On first down, gone. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go. Super. Like 20. Back. We go. 76.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
DC. 57's the mic. Too little, Cut. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Goff on 3rd down. Flush to his right. It's caught by Bryant. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check, check, lucky, lucky. Five. Check. Hold on. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2-score. Here's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.